Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. Wendy Wasserstein's The Heidi Chronicles is back on Broadway. Under the direction of Pam McKinnon, it stars Elizabeth Moss, Jason Biggs, and Bryce Pinkham. And I'm here on the opening night red carpet where the stars came out to celebrate. How excited are you to be here tonight?
I'm very excited. I love every Broadway opening. If I could get to every single one of them, I would.
Well, you're always busy working.
I know, that's the issue, isn't it? You know? So when I'm off and I can get to one, I'm happy to be here. I'm very excited to see Biggs. I've never seen Jason on stage.
Really?
All the stuff he's done in town, as you know, busy, and I've just never been able to get to it. And I'm very excited to see him in this play because I love this old Wendy Wasserstein play.
He is so good in this, so is everybody else.
I'm sure they're all amazing. These are three of some of our best actors, so of course.
You know, this show takes place during many decades, the
Right.
60s, 70s, 80s.
Right.
If you could go back to one decade, what decade would you want to go back to?
Oh, honey, the 80s. I'm all about dancing and doing cocaine until the dawn.
Tell me what's brought you here tonight, how excited you are.
Oh, definitely. I was so happy when they reached out, and what a cast. I remember the play from school, and everyone would do scene work from the show. I never read it myself, so I'm actually really excited to sort of hear it for the first time with such a great cast, and Elizabeth Moss. Wow. That show is really just changed television. I think it's one of the true masterpieces of television, really, Mad Men. So I look forward to seeing her back on the show and on stage tonight.
If you could go back to one decade, what decade would you want to go back to?
Oh, wow. I always love that Boardwalk Empire sort of early 20s kind of thing, early New York like that. That would be wonderful.
How excited are you to be here tonight?
I'm so excited. I read about it. I couldn't believe he was doing it, and I can't wait to see him on stage. It's so amazing.
Okay, so do you actually get to work with him on the show?
We see each other, but we don't really work together. It's a women's show, but he'll be on set. He'll hug everybody. He's just so sweet. I'm so happy to see him and on Broadway now. It's so amazing.
He's terrific in this, as everybody else is. What do you love the most about Jason Biggs?
Just that he's just so kind and sweet and gives you compliments all the time and makes you laugh. We're on set in the makeup room. He's always making us all laugh.
I did Sisters Rosenzweig, which Wendy wrote, and I treasured her friendship. I called her the gentle genius. There was something about her sweetness and her, kind of exploration of the human soul. She's a very, very extraordinary person with extraordinarily bad luck. This was a seminal play. A very important play of its time. It's interesting to see what it's like in 2015. I know it was way ahead of its time, and now some of the ideas in it are part of the public consciousness. Attitudes about women, attitudes that women have about each other, all kinds of things. It was a wonderful play, so I'm looking forward to that.
Excited. I'm so excited. The cast is amazing. The play's amazing. I'm really, really excited to see it.
Now I see a lot of your peeps are here from Orange is the New Black.
Yes. Yeah, we travel in packs.
Small packs, because there's so many of you, right?
Yeah. We only have about, I'd say, a 19th of our cast here. There's so many of us, but yeah, we really like to do things together.
And you're here tonight, obviously, for Jason Biggs. What's it like having him on the set?
Oh, he's the Biggs. He's just really chill and super nice and super funny and hilariously inappropriate, which, is how I like it. So
He is in this show, too. He's terrific in this. And inappropriate.
Well, good. As it should be, right?
This show takes place over many decades. If you could go back to one decade, what decade would you like to be a part of?
Oh my God. I think I'd gotta say the 70s. I really just like the clothes, the architecture. There's something about stepping into someone's grandma's 1970s living room that is just so special and amazing. And it's all I want is that shag carpet. Impossible to clean, but all I want is that.
Wendy was a very dear friend, and I'm thrilled to be here, and I just wish she were here. So
it's such a glorious production. I saw it
Have you
last
seen
week.
it?
You're going to love this.
Oh,
Yeah, you're going to love this.
wonderful,
You must have the
wonderful.
fondest memories of the original.
Well, you know, do I have fun? Of course I have fun memories of the original. But everything that Wendy touched, I remember fondly, actually. You know, I not to overgloss, but she was just one of these great, extraordinary people who her loss diminishes us all.
I'm really happy it's being revived. I mean, it makes one sad to remember that Wendy left so soon, but I think it's a really good production. I saw it last week, and I think the play is working really great, and I love the actors, and I'm just happy that I know that Wendy would love that it was coming back.
First time for you tonight?
For this production, it's the first time. I'm really looking forward to it. I saw the first time round with, of course, Joan Allen and David Pierce and all this really fantastic actors. But I'm loving this cast. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm a huge fan of Lizzie Moss, obviously, and I can't wait to see it.
You've seen her on stage before?
Yes, I have. I've seen her twice before. I saw her in the Children's Hour in London, and I saw her in Speed the Plow. So I'm an obsessed fan, it sounds like.
She is terrific to watch. She's so great in this show.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I'm not surprised.
Now, let's talk about, I told you I'm obsessed with Mad Men.
Sure.
The final season comes back April 5th. What can you tell us what it means to you, that final season?
You know what? I'm really grateful that we all got to end it how and when we wanted to, and weren't just didn't have the plug pulled, and we got to tell the end of the story. And I hope that people see it as an extension of what they've seen already. And what it means is you're sort of leaving the characters in a permanent place at the end of it. That was a awesome responsibility and an incredible experience.
Lizzie is amazing, and so we're excited to be here to support her.
Is this the first time you've seen her on stage, or have you seen her in her other shows?
I was at Speed the Plow as well, and she's fantastic. So I'm excited to see this as well.
What's it like working with her on Mad Men?
Well, she's a fantastic actor, and also one of the funniest and weirdest people I know. So it's a delight. I hope to do it again someday.
You know, the last time I saw you, I welcomed you to Broadway when you came in Harvey. Do you want to come back to the stage?
Desperately. I am. If you have a place on the stage, I would like to fill it, please, anytime.
Do you have memories of the first production?
Yes, absolutely. Very special. So it'd be wonderful to experience how it speaks to the present time.
Question is, this show takes place during many decades. If you could go back to one decade to visit for a little while, what decade would you want to go back to?
The 80s. My decade.
The 80s is a really popular one.
Yeah.
Was it because of the music?
No, I think it was because of where I was at during that time. I mean, the music was okay.
Sure.
But...
Oh, I love that. Richard, for you?
Oh, the 60s. Of course.
Oh, I wish I could do the 60s too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome. What's brought you here tonight?
Thank you. Well, I'm a big supporter and fan of Jeffrey Richards, so I try to make everything that he does, So I'm here for him, I guess. And I'm excited to see this play.
It is a great play. I was here the other night. Oh, I saw this originally. This is such a great play. Wait till you see this cast.
I'm excited. I like Jason Biggs. I don't know. And I heard a lot about it, so it should be fun.
What about getting you back on stage again here in New York? Talk to me about that.
I'm always trying to find something, and I think that's why I keep pestering Jeffrey and Jerry Frankel about. So. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen next, but I hope it's going to be soon.
If you could go back to one decade, just for a little while to live in it, what decade would you want to live in?
The 80s. 100%.
How come the 80s?
Yeah. No, absolutely. If I could be right now 32 in 1984, 85, I'd be golden.
I think I actually did see it a long time ago. That's how old I am.
You look exquisite.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Are you just in town for some
I came
business?
here for this.
Really?
Yes.
Do you have people connected to the show?
Yes. I know one of the producers, and they invited me.
It's a glorious production. I saw this week. You are going to love this show.
I can't wait.
Would you like to come back to Broadway?
Yes, I would actually. It's been a long time. 34 years or something crazy. Yes, I've just been asked to do some theatre, and I'm seriously considering it. So.
How excited are you to be here tonight?
Oh, this is fantastic. I mean, I have the time now to come and support my boyfriend. It's his Broadway debut, so it's just so great to be here tonight. His whole family's here. It's going to be a wonderful night.
Did you go at all during the run? Have you seen it already?
No, I was told to stay away. I said, "Do you want me to come to a preview?" And he was like, "No, just come." I was like, "Okay." So I'm really excited. I haven't read the play since college, probably. So I'm just really excited to see it. It's just, I mean, her and the first Broadway revival, and there's just so much wonderful stuff surrounding the whole thing. And so I'm very excited about tonight.
You just left your show.
I did, yeah. I know, like I have a little free time now. I can go see shows.
It's like, it's almost 8 o'clock. Should I be in the theater?
No. I don't have to cross Times Square right now. It's great.
You know, this takes place at many different decades.
Yeah.
If you could go back to one decade, what decade would you go back to?
I think I'd want to see the 60s. I mean, a lot happened, but I think it was the beginning of a lot of change for women especially, and it was a very integral decade. I think it would be fascinating to see.
How excited are you to be here tonight?
Yes, thrilled. I can't wait. I'm really such a fan of everyone, so I'm thrilled. Yes.
Do you have friends in the show?
I know Lizzie a little bit, but I'm so thrilled. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah.
You were so wonderful to watch, and you can't take it with you. What was that whole experience like for you, making your debut and working with that show?
It was amazing, so fun, but just really special, and I was so lucky, really lucky. Yeah.
Would you like to come back and do stage again?
Yes, if they'll have me.
My final question is, this takes place over many decades. If you could live in one decade or visit for a little while, what decade would you want it to be?
Oh, I don't know, maybe the future.
How excited are you to be here tonight? Tell me.
I'm thrilled. I was a friend of Wendy's, and I took acrobatics with Lola Wasserstein. She used to say, I have the daughter at the Yale, and she just writes plays. I hope she finds a good husband. It was really wild. So Lola and I were busy doing flips in Chuck Kelly's class at Farnworth Howard School of Dance. I just arrived in New York. I'd just done Cyrano with Chris Plummer. It was in the early 70s. So I've known Wendy all of her playwright life, and very sad to have lost her that in an untimely way, and very happy to be here to celebrate. I saw the original Heidi Chronicles. I believe it was with Joan Allen, who was just beyond brilliant. And now we have Elizabeth Moss and my friend Tracy Chimo, who made her debut in Arena's Vow. So I'm very proud of her.
You are the busiest woman in show business. You are so wonderful in all the TV work you're doing. How much fun are you having on the TV shows, specifically The Walking Dead?
I am very honored to be part of that project. And like most people of my generation, I had no idea what I was stepping into when I was offered the head of civilization. It's not offered that you're offered the head of civilization. So I took the job, and I was very pleased to do so. I'm thrilled to return to Atlanta in May, and honored to be working with Andrew Lincoln and those wonderful actors.
How excited are you to be here tonight?
I'm really thrilled. I'm thrilled for Lizzie. I'm excited to see her on stage and to see her get to do this. She's magnificent.
She is brilliant in this. I was here last week.
Did you get to see it?
I love to watch her on stage too.
Yeah, I remember there was a second week of rehearsals. She was doing something during Speed the Plow in the rehearsal room, and I thought, what the hell have I been doing my whole career? She's just such a natural. There's an ease to her and a joy to her that's so beautiful. And I think this play is a perfect match. Given everything she's been doing as an actress, and particularly her role as Peggy in Mad Men, this play is just such a perfect match with that kind of vision of where a woman belongs in society, you know.
It's a wonderful play, too.
It's a great play. Wendy Wasserstein was an extraordinary playwright. She was part of a movement in New York theater in the 70s and 80s that we don't have anymore, and that featured some of the greatest writing of the 20th century. And she was a voice that expressed sort of where women belong, and finding your place as a feminist and in a political way, but also as a woman who wants to have a life personally. I think it's an